Alright, so I am back, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Today we are going to take a look at the Transformers Hybrid Style Convoy, which is a official Takara figure, as you can tell from the Takara logo. And it is basically a Legends class Masterpiece Optimus Prime. So yeah, and a friend of mine, Robert D, sent this over to me. Very happy that he did that. I've actually been wanting to look at this thing for years, and I just haven't. It's never been one of those figures that I was like, oh man, I need this right now. It was just like, I want this, but I don't need it. So it's really awesome that he sent this to me. So we got great product images on the front. Cartoon Prime there on the side. More stuff, like everything he comes with. There's that. Dog's eating in the background, of course. He waits until I get on the camera to do that. And I'm going to assume that's the designer. I don't read Chinese, so I can't say for sure. And then you can open this up. As you can see, there's more stuff on the top. Vehicle mode and all this stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. And just to kind of give you an idea on how big this Legends class figure box is, there's MP10 mold. I mean, this thing is a huge box. I mean, this would be big enough to fit MP10 in, you know, just of course the core body, not the trailer, but it's big enough to fit him in. That's how much stuff comes with this little tiny Legends class Optimus Prime. Alright, so getting that out of the way. And here he is. And you can see, he is definitely a Legends class Optimus Prime. So, take this out of his hand here real quick. So let's go over posability. First off, he does have some die cast in him. Let's see here. I'm going to use this. That sounds like die cast. So this plate right here is die cast. Probably the same. Yeah, it just kind of goes down. Don't think there's any die cast in his arms. Nothing thighs. Yeah, it looks like the crotch pieces. Maybe. Yeah. And these, the whole bottom part of the leg is, and I think this foot plate here is. Yeah. So he's got some good die cast in him. Die cast done really well. As you see, he does have some issues with staying together. But that's because of how intricate this little figure is. So, posability, his head is on a ball peg that comes up from the body into the head. So you get a little up, a little down, a little wiggle, full range of motion there. Okay. Yeah, you can go all the way up, not just a little up. So yeah, there's that. Shoulder is on a hinge into the body, going in and out. It's also on a slider, so it goes in and out that way. There is a ball joint that attaches to the arms, so it gives you all sorts of range of motion there. And then there's also a swivel at the bicep. So you have pretty much a full range of motion on this shoulder here. And this, of course, same on the other side. There is a forearm swivel, or bicep swivel, that is right at the elbow, which is fine. The smokestacks do pivot. This little piece here moves just a little bit. Elbow hinges. Hand is on a ball joint. waist swivels. Gets a little hindered here, but you can, because it seems like this whole thing's maybe on a ball joint. Yeah, it's on a ball joint right up in here. On this assembly here, it's attached by a ball joint. So you got a full kind of swivel, no real hindrance. You know, it gets caught up here and there, but you can move around it. And also, due to transformation, you can kind of get a nap crunch, but it starts destroying the chest there. The legs go up to about here. The skirting does move a little bit to get it out of the way. All the way back. Goes out to about there. Thigh swivel. Bends at the knee. Pretty decent bend at the knee for an Optimus Prime. The ankle has a tilt to it. And also a rocker. So you can get wide poses, and because those legs are die cast, he's a very stable figure. Now let's talk about accessory, because he comes with a ton of accessories. So first off, we do have his blaster. This kind of hinges here. I'm not sure entirely why. And then you can fold this here, and then there's a port. I'm sure that has something to do with the trailer. We'll get to that in a minute. And you can just take this. You kind of have to put it in at this kind of an angle to get into his hand. And you just plug it in, and there you go. Looks good. No issues. No issues at all. I really wish Repro Labels would have sent me my G2 Autobot logos like I ordered a month ago, because I want to put a G2 Autobot logo on him, because I want to. So there. Neener. I'm in a weird mood today. Alright, so he also comes with a number of different hands. Let me get these out. Alright, so that's a left hand. Trying to get them out of the package. Kind of stuck in there. Sorry. Alright, so we're going to start with the left hands, because these are not like your typical replacement hands where you can just where they're just pretty much the same. We've got they're on just ball pegs, so you can just plug them in just like that, so you can just pull them out. So you've got this open hand. He then has the gun holding hand. He then has this hand, which I dropped, which looks like I don't know what this is for. Dang it. I keep dropping. Alright, but it's got like this notch cut right in there. I don't know what that's for. Let me grab the instructions here. Maybe they will tell me. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. We'll come back to this one in a minute. And then he's got this one that looks like a gun holding hand, but it's an angle. So you can take the gun and you can plug it in here, I guess, if you want to. He's a very delicate little guy. You can just plug that in, I guess. Maybe that's what it's for. gun back together. Alright, I'm going to take a look here, right back at the hands. So there's a whole bunch of hands. Dealy bobs. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't actually tell you what the hand is unless you speak Chinese or Japanese. I'm not sure the difference because I was not taught that. But it doesn't really say. Doesn't show it off. So anyway, moving those off to the side. I'll grab the other batch of hands here for his right hand. Alright, so for his right hands, he's got, again, the little guy, or the gun holding one. We got the open-handed one. So that's pretty much, those two are pretty much mirror image. He's got a pointer one, which is pretty cool, so he can be pointing at something. Yeah, and you can just plug that in, and he could just start pointing down some Decepticons. And then he's got the slotted one, which now I know what that's for. So, and we'll get to that in just a second here. And then he's got the little Energon axe, which you can just plug it in, just like that. So if you want to go and melee on someone, you can. Which is pretty cool. I dig that. I know this is going to be a long video for such a little guy, but he's got so much stuff to go over. Sorry, just trying to find something, but I couldn't find it right away, so we'll just move on without it. Alright, so you can open up the chest here. Alright, and then you can take this piece here. I'm just going to use my drill for this one. And you can hinge this up. Open that out. And in here, this is a die cast. Yeah, it's a little die cast matrix. So tiny. So fold this down, close this back up. Take the little handheld, or the ones with the slot in it, and plug those in. Bring the arms around. Plug it in. Bring the arms around. And then you can plug in matrix into those slots. That's what those slots were for. Just like that. So you can hold the matrix. That is so cool for such a little guy to be able to do that. That has got to be one of the coolest things I've seen in a while. Alright, so we got the hands done. I'm going to switch these out with hands I want on him. We're going to do this hand. I wonder if you're able, I doubt you're able to utilize the pointer hands or the open hands for transformation. Come on. Nope. See, it's the finger sticks out too much. So it looks like transformation, you got to use the closed hands. And this little piece just keeps popping off. It's just frictioned on there. And that's getting really annoying real quick. But Anyway, alright, so we're done with the hands. We're going to move all that stuff to the side. We've already looked at the gun and the axe. Move that off to the side. And we're already 15 minutes in. We've only dealt with posability and accessories. And we're not even done with the accessories. Alright, so the next bit is he's got a rocket pack. As seen in the, third episode of Transformers, where he borrows Sideswipe's jetpack. Alright, so you open that up, and then we can just take this, fold it around him, and take this, and fold this around him. Come on. There we go. There we go. And there you go. And it looks like, yep, those have little ball joints on them. So now he can fly. That's pretty cool. Right. And then he does come with a base, which is an Autobot logo, which is awesome. And he's got this little stand here. And you can take the stand and you plug that in to the top of this. You take this and rotate it out. And he's got a port in between his legs right here that you can plug him onto. Just like so. And then you can angle it however you want to. Like he's flying. Like so. Pretty cool. Trying to keep these this jetpack plugged in. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Awesome. I like it. Nice touch. Not a necessary thing. Neither are all the different hands or the fact that he can hold the Matrix. Things like that are just such nice little touches that aren't necessary. Alright, next up, he's got a trailer. So here it is. It's got, let's see, the radar dish that's on the side, hinges back and forth. There's a swivel in there. Does the cockpit open? Cockpit opens. Oh my god. This is awesome. I haven't actually messed with this thing yet. Just the fact that it's so small and yet it's retaining all the posability that the full-size trailer had. Hinge here. The claw opens and closes on one side. Ball joint here, so it gets a good range of motion. You can fold it up like that. There is a swivel here. Looks like this opens and closes if you want that. Oh, so that he could stand back and hold on to these. Like that. Okay, they're handles. So this swivels. There's a hinge here. There's a hinge here. There's a hinge here. These compartments here open up. Looks like that's where you can store the hands when you're not using them. Let's give that a shot real quick. So let's just take a hand, plug it in. Looks like it went in just fine. Close it up. Yep. So you can store the hands in there if you wish to. So yeah. Let's see. Oh. We just need to come out. There's another little. There we go. So I can sit just like that. We got little flaps here. This piece here slides in and out. Awesome. I like it. Nice little battle station, just like always. And then he does have a roller, who... Oh, the wheels are all geared together. Look. So if I push this wheel in, this wheel will come out, and this wheel will go in, so that it would actually rotate. Even the Masterpiece doesn't have that. That's really cool. That's really, really, really cool. So if you have the wheels rotated in properly and you push on them, see, he'll go in a circle before he'll go straight. And then you can angle him straight. And he'll go straight. That's really cool. I like that. Let's see here. Looks like this is supposed to hinge. Yep, there it goes. So you can hinge that. And you can take, I'm assuming, flip this here, flip this out, take the gun, plug it in, so you can store the gun. So when he's in truck mode, he can be sitting in the trailer with the rifle. And then he's also got the gas can that came with original Optimus Prime. So this would plug in probably somewhere here, maybe here. There's a few ports in there. And then you take Prime and plug it into his hand. Or plug it into roller, I guess you can do that. Wasn't plugging into his hand very well. But you can plug it into roller like he's coming out to refuel somebody. And it is a hard wire, so it doesn't quite hold him up, but you can hold this up like that. So yeah, tons and tons of accessories. We're already at 23 minutes for just accessories and posability. We still got to do transformation. So to transform this, it's the same as every other Optimus Prime trailer we've ever seen. Or any of the ones that are important anyway. Fold this up. Fold these in. Take this. Close it up. Looks like it's still got the gap to allow this guy to come out. Yeah, see? Just like that. The hitch right here, you just fold in. Oh, and it's spring loaded. Awesome. Is there a button to undo it? Oh, right here. Little gray tabs right there. So you plug this all the way in, and then you can just press these tabs. Something smaller than a finger, really. And it pops out. Cool. Easy breezy. Alright. Close that up. Close up these doors. Alright. Now we got that in trailer mode. Real easy. Of course, you can take Roller and roll him in there. Close it up. Like that. And I'm sure everyone's going to ask, so let's see here. I got Little Legends Warpath, which will not fit in there. So, does not work for that. Now, if you had like maybe the smaller, the original Legends class figures, which I think are called Legion now, I'm sure one of those would fit in there. But really, once you get Roller in there, there's not a whole lot of room. So, alright. So there's the trailer. Something that off to the side. Let's transform him. 30 minutes later, let's actually get to the transformation here. So you want to pull this piece back. I'm told you have to be very careful with this piece not to break that. Fold the head in like this. Close it up just like that. Take the arms here, fold them out to the sides, flip these pieces over like that. Extend the waist. I'm going to take these panels here, fold them out like that. Open up the window. And then you take this piece here. This will rotate around. And then when it's almost there, you want to hinge out this bumper like this. I'm trying to be very delicate with this thing. Close these back up. Like so. Alright. And then this whole assembly will come back like this. Oh. Flip this up like that. Now the whole assembly will come back like this. Take these pieces here. The tires will rotate down. And you take this and this will flip up like that. Same thing over here. So flip it up. Rotate that tire down. Just like so. Take the feet here and they rotate straight down like this. Collapse the legs. Tab them together. Now these tabs are really tight because this is die cast and it's got the thick paint over it, so it doesn't tab in great, but it does tab in. Rotate these tires around like so. Take the arms and these fold back, and then this will rotate up and swivel in. Now, hypothetically, this tab here, this tiny little tab here is supposed to plug into that slot right there. I cannot get it to tab in on mine. I've tried, but I honestly don't want to put too much pressure. They just don't line up properly, perfectly, and I just can't get them. I just can't get them in there. So instead, I'm just going to put them where they kind of sort of fit and move on. And yeah, there you go. There is truck mode. And I won't lie, this is pretty horrendous. This thing is pretty bad. He does roll. Let's see, he's got clip system back here. Let's see if we can clip this guy in. That's not working at all. Let's see here. Oh, it goes up higher. Alright, there we go. Yep, and just to let you know, there's the official product transformation. You can see it's not much better than mine. This is pretty bad. I won't lie. But it rolls, and it definitely does invoke that G1 Optimus Prime feel, because that's what he kind of looked like. I'm not making excuses. It's pretty bad. But he rolls pretty well. And yeah, there you go. Let me we'll flip him back to robot mode real quick, because it's an easy transformation, really. You just kind of want to go slow with it, because there are a lot of little parts that I can definitely see breaking. So definitely, this is not a toy. This is definitely a collector's item. So be mindful of that. If you're looking at possibly picking this guy up, just be aware it's not a toy. It is a collector's piece, meant for adults, I would say, easily. So handle with care on this guy. There's just so many little tiny pieces, and I am Butterfingers. So I'm also very prone to manhandling figures, so if I can do it, you guys can do it, but I still would exercise extreme caution with this thing. Come on. There we go. There we go. Flip that back down. And there you go. Alright, let's do some size comparisons so you guys can know exactly what you're dealing with this guy. Here he is with a Classics Seeker. And, if you are a scale nut and you want your jets to scale with your Prime in alt mode, this is a great scale. It's perfect. If you want more like robot cartoon scale, this doesn't work at all. But this actually does work. I would imagine it being pretty close. Here he is with the Classics Prime. Obviously this doesn't work at all, but this is just more for reference at this point. So you can see he's about half as tall. Here he is with an MP car. So again, about half as tall. And here he is with the MP10. And, he comes up to about lower thigh, just above the knee. And more importantly, though, here he is with a Legends class figure. Legends Power Glide. And you see he's about full head taller. So as long as the other Autobots are in this scale, if we ever got a Megatron in this scale, I think this is going to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Here he is with a Cyberjet, which you guys know is my current kick. And again, he looks big and imposing next to him, but he doesn't tower over them. And then, just because, if you guys are doing a Legend scale set, that that is where I would say the combiner figures work the best. So here he is with the Combiner Wars Devastator. And considering that in some episodes you see Devastator being able to pick up Transformers in his hand, you know, this is pretty close to that scale, depending on what episode you're watching. So yeah. Anyway, so all in all, he's a little guy. They are expensive. These things go for about $80 a piece. Typically, this is where I'd say $80 for a Legends class figure. That's insane. That's stupid. Instead, what I'm going to say is, after playing with it and seeing how intricate he is, and how much they tried to do with such a little guy. I know the truck mode doesn't come off very well, but the robot mode is excellent. You know, if they upscaled this thing to like a Voyager class, this would easily replace my Classics Prime in a heartbeat. What they tried to do in such a small figure, and it's not like they failed. I mean, they just didn't quite succeed in certain aspects. But for the most part, this thing looks incredible. I really, really like this thing. It's highly enjoyable figure for such a small scale. He's really cool. I recommend him. I'm not going to fault it for the price because, you know, I mean, this thing's got so much detail, so much great paint. This thing has better paint on it than most modern Combiner Wars figures. It's got excellent chrome. This blue down here is this really nice, glossy, thick paint that looks really, really good on him. He's got some of that red, glossy hot rod paint on his chest. I wish the whole body was like that, but he's definitely a masterpiece in Legend scale. That's the best way to describe him. He's got tiny accessories that work. They're not just throwaway accessories. I mean, he can hold his Matrix, for Christ's sake. That's hard for full-size figures to do. Even the Ultra Magnus figure had to do the cut hand, you know, the little cut hand thing that he does, and he did it years before. You know, he's got the flight stand, he's got the rocket pack. I mean, this guy is really cool. For a score, I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10. The truck mode really does suck. But everything else about this figure has got to be one of the coolest Optimus Primes I've played with to date, and the coolest Legend scale figure I have ever seen in my life. I would be hard pressed to find something that's better than this. I mean, I love my Cyberjets, but this thing blows those out of the water hands down. I like the new Combiner Wars guys, and again, he is so much better than those things. He's better than a lot of modern figures. He's better engineered than anything Combiner Wars is putting out these days, and he's better engineered than Trax. I mean, and that's an official Masterpiece figure. The plastic is better quality than lots of third-party companies. It's a really good figure. If you are looking for a good Optimus Prime bot mode for a Legends shelf, this is him. This is it. This is the best that I think we're ever going to get. I can't imagine it getting any better than this. And it comes with the trailer, it comes with the extra hands, it comes with all the accessories. I mean, he's, yeah. I know it's a hefty price tag, but honestly, it's a price tag that I didn't buy this. A friend gave it to me, but now seeing it, I mean, I will probably go pick up that Nemesis version. That's almost a guarantee at this point. $80, I don't care. $150 might be much, but if it's under 100, I would easily say this is worthwhile. This is definitely a worthwhile figure. So yeah, there you go. The Legends hybrid style Optimus Prime.